Okay, so come to the question number 2. Question number 2 is very important. So question number 2 is the shape of Mr. Singh's garden is rectangular in the middle and semicircular at the ends. Okay, so find the area and the perimeter of the garden. So this is the shape of the garden. So this middle part is in the form of a rectangle, and these are the two semicircles. So this is 20 meter given. Again, this part is given 7 meter. Again, this part is also given 7 meter. Okay. So to find the area of that garden, at first you have to find the area of that rectangular part, and after that you just find the area of the two semicircles. Okay, and then if we add that all three areas, then you will get the area of the garden. Okay. So in this case, to find the area of that rectangular part, you have to know the length, both the length and breadth. Suppose you consider this part is length, that means 20 meter. Then you have to know this part. Okay. So now look at this one. This part is given 7 meter, and this is a semicircle. Okay. Suppose you complete that semicircle to a circle. Then this part is radius, then this part is also 7 meter radius. Then this part is what? A diameter. 7 meter plus 7 it becomes 14 meter. That means breadth of that. If you consider this one is length, then breadth of the rectangle is what? 14 meter. So this one is 14 meter. Okay. So given length of the rectangular part is right. Rectangular part is equal to 20 meter, and breadth of the rectangular part, breadth of the rectangular part, equal to what? 14 meter. So therefore area of the rectangular part equal to L into B, that means 20 meter into 14 meter, that means 280 meter square. So 280 meter square is the area of the rectangular part. Okay. So now the radius of the two semicircles are same. That means you can write in one single sentence. Okay, so given of the radius of two semicircles equals 7 meters. So therefore area of two semicircles, area of that two semicircles, you can write that two semicircles. So all of you know that the area of a circle is what? Area of circle is pi r square. So semi means what? Half. That means pi r square by, if you consider semi, then pi r square by 2. That means area of this semicircle is pi r square by 2, and this is pi r. So we write area of the two semicircles. That is why for two semicircles you write 2 into, and the formula of semicircles is what? Area of semicircle is pi r square by 2. Pi r square by 2 is the area of the formula of area of semicircles, and 2 is present here because there are two semicircles. So these two cancel. Pi means 22 by 7, r means 7 meters, 7 cancel, that means 154 meters square. So 154 meters square is the area of that two semicircles. Now, so therefore area of the garden area of the garden is equal to what? Area of the rectangular part area of the rectangular part plus area of the two semicircles. Okay, so that means 280 meter square plus 154 meter square. So 0 plus 4 so 434 meter square. So 434 meter square is the area of the garden. So this is the one part of the question. 434 meter square is the area of the garden. Now we have to find the perimeter of the garden. So perimeter means what? Suppose you consider from this point, that is the length of this part, again this part, again length of this part, and this also. If this is 20, then this is also 20 meter. Now we have to find just this part, and that will be the perimeter of the two semicircles. Okay, again perimeter of the two semicircles. Equal to what? Again, perimeter of circles are 2 pi r, but in case of semicircle, this is 2 pi r divided by 2, that means pi r. But there are two semicircles, that means 2 into pi r. This pi r is the formula of perimeter of a semicircle, and 2 is because there are two semicircles. So 2 into pi means 22 by 7, pi means 7, that is 44 meters. So 44 meters is equal to what? The perimeter of that two semicircles. Okay, now look at this one. So that means this length and this length will be 44 meters, and after that these two length remains, that 20 and that 20. Okay, most of you do some mistakes here. Mistake here. That means if you add like the previous one, well, in case of area, you just find the area of the rectangle and area of the two semicircles, and then you just add them and you will get the result. But in case of perimeter, if you find the perimeter of that rectangle and perimeter of that two semicircles, and if you add them, then answer will be incorrect. Suppose you find the perimeter of that rectangle, that means 2 into L plus B, that means 20 plus 14, that means 68 meters. Suppose perimeter of the rectangle 68 meter and perimeter of the two semicircles 44 meter. If you add that two answer, then your answer will be not correct. Why? Because whenever you find a perimeter of rectangle, then this two part will be added to your answer. Okay, but in case of the perimeter of that field, this two part is not needed, because perimeter means what? If you want to do the fencing the garden, then you will start from this point and you go like this and complete at again this point. So these two breadth are not needed, so that is why you can't find the perimeter of the rectangle. Okay, so therefore perimeter of the garden is equal to 44 meter plus this 20 meter, again this 20 meter, so that means 84 meter. Okay, so the perimeter of the garden is 84 meter.